With that being said, do you think a lot of Brits will be buying and reading the book?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the memoir. I'm curious. You're the first royal expert across the pond I've spoken to since the announcement was announced. And you mentioned that it sent shockwaves around Britain. What are you hearing, and how are people responding to him writing, quote, a tell-all, what people are calling a tell-all?
So I think here in Britain, the announcement of this book has undoubtedly sent shockwaves around the place, both at the highest levels of society and just with the average man on the street. Because I think there was a couple of views. What the first was, surely enough? Surely the interview was enough. Let's draw a line under it, and that upset the apple cart in a very big way. Let's try and start rebuilding from here. And after the Diana statue and the boys coming back together for that, wasn't it time for reconciliation? So shocking that there may be that plaster's been ripped off already. But I think the bigger thing is next year is the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Her 70th year. No member of the royal family or no monarch has ever had a Platinum Jubilee. So I think what really upset people, and I think has upset people at the palaces, is that this book is coming out in her Jubilee year, and that could be seen as disrespectful. And I think that's the major issue. Now, I'm told the book's not coming out till the fall, so most of the Jubilee celebrations will have been done by then. But but nevertheless, would it not have been better to wait maybe until 2023? Is there a need to rush this book out? But equally, I'm hearing from the Sussexes camp that it's not necessarily a tell-all book. It's a sort of, it will have a different tone, and it won't be lifting the lid on life as a prince. But, if the publishers are paying $20 million for it, they're going to want something, aren't they? And I think that will be interesting. Next year also is a very big royal year. Kate and William both turned 40. Camilla turned 75. It's 20 years since Princess Margaret died. It's 20 years since the Queen Mother died. It's 50 years since the Duke of Windsor died. So next year, there are a lot of big royal anniversaries and big royal moments, the biggest of which is the Platinum Jubilee. And I just wonder whether here in the UK, most people are saying, hold your horses, Harry, keep the book till 2023.
Right. Do you think, with that being said, do you think a lot of Brits will be buying and reading the book?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, the book's going to get bought. People are going to read the book, and it's this awful thing, isn't it? We all say we're not. The newspapers are terrible for running all these stories constantly, and but people buy the newspapers. People buy the newspapers. People buy the magazines. People watch, all those news reports. People are fascinated, and the British royal family are probably the most fascinating family in the world, historically and today. So there is this, need to read about them. Look at the success of Finding Freedom. It's huge, that book. Look at Diana, her true story when Andrew Morton wrote it back in the 90s. People are fascinated about life behind the palace walls. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right to point it out. They may bitch and moan, but they're going to buy it.